Thanks for joining us in this video from Irwindale Public Library, where we will show you how to make two amazing moving paper toys, a marble tumbling toy and a walking paper dog. And we will start with our marble tumbling toy. So for this one, you will need heavyweight paper such as cardstock, scissors, a ruler, a marble, and a DIY ramp that has some friction, which we will show you how to make later. And so first we're going to draw a box, and we need it to be 3.5 inches for the width and 3.75 inches for the length. So just draw out that box using those dimensions. Now go back to the lawn side, the 3.75 inch side, and mark off every 0.75 inches. And then we're going to cut. And next, using a ruler as a straight edge, we're going to fold along those three little lines that we made. So just fold your paper 3 times following those 3 dots. And that's going to give you this lawn rectangle shape. And then just tape your shape shut. And next, on both ends, cut each of the 4 corners so that you can bend the tops down. So you're going to do 8 cuts, so 4 on each side. I know it's a little hard to see here, I apologize. Now push 2 of the flaps away, and we're going to tape on one side so we have this round, this curved top here. So just tape that securely, and then take your scissors and cut those extra flaps, but cut them in a curved shape like this on both sides, and then repeat on the other side as well. So make the curve, tape it, and then cut those other flaps, and then go ahead and put a marble inside of your paper toy. I know I didn't film it here. And just add 1 marble. And then I'm going to take some tape, and I'm just going to tape those little gaps shut on both sides, and you can see my little marble poking out right over there. So this is my DIY ramp, and I will use it for the next part of our video too. So you can use a piece of cardboard, a book, whatever you have. You can definitely make it longer, but what you need to have is adding some friction. So I put these 2 pieces of felt down because if your ramp is too smooth, your toy is not going to work. So you can add some felt if you have some craft foam, or be creative. Look around your house. You need to add something that's going to add friction that will slow down your toy and allow it to work. And when you place down your toy, you want to put it as I have with the side angle, and the marble will obviously be on the bottom, and then just let go. And your toy should successfully tumble. And if you're having any trouble, my 2 tips are: make sure your measurements are exactly the measurements that I use, and work with your ramp. So try and alter the level, either make it a little more steep or a little less steep. And then you really do need that friction. So if your toy is not working, you might be using something that's not giving the ramp enough friction. So find another material at home that you can try instead. And next we'll make our walking paper dog. So for this one, you will need construction paper, scissors, a ruler, and the DIY ramp we used in our last one. So first we're going to draw a box, and this one is going to be 15 centimeters in length, and then our width is going to be 4.5 centimeters. So draw out that box using those measurements. And now go back to our length, our 15 centimeter side, and mark every 5 centimeters, so that'll be 2 marks. And then use those marks to draw 2 lines going down, so that's going to create 3 boxes in our larger rectangle. Now go to our shorter side, the width, and mark every 1.5 centimeters. And repeat that on the other side, so that'll be 2 marks on each side, and then draw those lines as you see me doing here. And then I drew these dotted lines on both ends, which is where we're going to cut after we cut out our whole shape. So cut out your shape and cut out the square, and then we're also going to cut on each side those 3 little strips. We're going to separate those and cut along our dotted lines. And then we're going to fold down our strips, not our center one, but our two ends. And we're going to fold them down on both ends and make sure the fold is pretty sharp. Then for your center strips, fold one side up and then roll the other side down. So we're creating a curve here. So curve one end up, curve one end down. And then here I actually went back and rounded on each of the legs on one of the sides because I found that this helped. And so we see there's the curve up, the curve down, and then the rounded feet. And then here's my DIY ramp. So this time I didn't need that piece of felt because I do have enough friction, but you may need to add something for friction. And my angle is a little higher. And when I'm placing my dog on this ramp, I want the tail to be towards the back, so the part that curves up is behind, the part that curves down is in front. And let's see if it works. And at my first attempt, he needs some assistance to walk because I didn't put him on the ramp very evenly. So you can give him a little poke here or there, but if you put the dog down at the perfect angle, he should be able to walk just fine. And this one we'll see he walks down with no assistance. And that's the end of this video. We hope you enjoyed it and that you could try this at home. Thanks for watching.